right, hello, Capricorns. Capricorns, this is the third monthly message for May into June's monthly. All right, thank you guys all so much. You can check out my channel if you did not watch your first or second video as well. You're welcome to just tune in at this point, okay? Please keep in mind, Capricorns, I open up all of my monthly messages for the energy of Capricorn, so this can also apply for rising sign, moon sign, Venus, Mercury, so on and so forth, however you feel guided. And throughout the monthlies, I also give different dates and times, sometimes names, music, however I feel guided, to give clarification and guidance for individual Capricorns tuning in. All right, so as I said, this is the third video for you guys. We're starting with the Ace of Cups. I'm going to speak a little bit about where we ended off, okay? Give you some guidance regarding some of the people you may be dealing with in your life. Now, this can represent you or them, right? And because it's also, I open up for rising sign, moon sign, you guys could also be a sun sign in some of these other signs, right? Just tuning in with Capricorn in your chart, okay? So use your own discernment as always, Capricorns. I got a lot of the Leo energy in this one. I got Libra energy in this one. I got some Virgo and some Cancer sign energy. All right. So either you could have this in your chart or be dealing with these other signs. Okay. So I'm going to give those dates and times in just a minute. But after your last video, I took a little break. I took my kids to school and stuff. So sometimes I throw out music, just happened to be on the radio with some Def Leppard Hysteria. Okay, so just gonna throw that out there for you. However, we have a Queen of Cups in reverse, okay, with a King of Pentacles in reverse as well. There was a warning. I said, beware of this covert narcissist emotional manipulator, okay? So now this person does not have to be a water sign. I do keep the gender specific. It is a she. Okay. This actually reminded me of a situation that I had been in one time. And this person in this dynamic, I'm going to share this because it may have reference or give you even guidance or something. It was actually my daughter's, one of her friends' mother, who I had at one point reach out to me like really early in the morning. I'm talking like 4 or 5 and or it's super late. So this person may send messages looking for options of what to do. Okay, she's heavy in her emotions, right? My situation when this happened was this person had said that, you know, her and her husband decided they were getting a divorce and she was going to be living in her house or in her car and, you know, asking to basically stay. And lo and behold, and I was like, okay, something's odd like this here. She also told me how she was pregnant, okay? You know, and ironically, like a time before when we had spent time together, now she happened to be a Scorpio in my situation. And that's how, you know, I use their zodiac signs to keep it neutral so nobody knows like who this is, but this is a true dynamic of an experience I had. So there was a time when we were just kind of getting to know each other and she had revealed some stuff from her past of things about her life and also said something about when she gets under stress or she's pregnant, she's been diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder. So this is a split personality. Also, she becomes violent. And that she was on meds. And then also she had a bit of an issue with it where her husband had him locked up. So he would divvy them out to her. Anyways, you know, and that she had been in jail before for domestic violence. Okay. And, you know, I just kind of let that, I mean, you don't just forget these things, but, you know, at that point, I was always, you know, if my daughter went and hung out over there, I would always ask questions about what was going on. And she was always sleeping, apparently. And the father in this dynamic was always seeming, they had like 5 kids. It was huge. Anyways, so when she came reaching out, asking me for some help, you know, my compassionate heart initially says, of course. But something came to my mind. It reminded me. I actually prayed really hard about that situation because um, something inside of me, there's this sense of wanting to be compassionate, understanding, and help others out. But something was like, I needed the words to eloquently tell her that I'm sorry, I can't help you with this situation. And, maybe you could go see, there are places, there is help out there, but and I thought, well, if it's domestic violence, why won't a shelter take you? Okay. Or something like this. If you're being, lo and behold, I don't know if she got more involved in even more drugs, but it came out that she had actually yeah, there had been a knife involved. Like I mean, like shit hit the fan. And there was witnesses to this, even her children, and even to this day, her children do not want anything to do with her. Okay? Now, with that Queen of Cups in reverse, there's also a Seven of Cups energy, so she's looking at her options. The Four of Wands, so either she's being kicked out of her home or losing it or something, not paying her debts. There could be also drugs or alcohol, prescription, something involved there with that. Okay. And she's in a big lack mentality, so she could also have a Piscean energy, and she can be any sign being that way. So it could be something like that. So keep that in mind. It's just different people that might, come into your energy, neighbors, friends, co-workers, family members, okay, whoever this is. They see you somehow as a person that will understand their compassion, or feel sorry for them. That's what a covert narcissist is. They want you to they want to stay in a victim mentality, whatever they have to use. So something else that with that particular person is, then she had told me that she was pregnant, and that's when it triggered that memory of that, and this was probably their sixth, I don't know, that this is something that she would happen, that she would have some mental disruption and become violent. Now, I'm saying that because you also have that Five of Wands there, which to me is competition or physical, getting physical, okay? You also have that Moon in reverse, so some truth being illuminated, okay, about this person being that way. So that was the warning. Now, I'm starting with that because the Ace of Cups starts there. So there might have been a sense, now some of this can even be past energy, or that there is still this loving compassion. Someone could be, she also, it appears she's tried to come in here and do some, emotional manipulation with maybe an apology or love bombing, okay? Because she's trying to come back around. This could have even been someone you lived with at one point, a roommate even, I don't know. But she's in a financial pit, so she's trying to overcome this. Now, once again, she does not have to be a water sign, okay? I'm getting she could also be a Libra, okay? Because you also had the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? And you also had the Temperance in reverse, so someone could also be, they've overspend, they overindulge, they're unbalanced in their thinking. They're unbalanced in their spiritual, they're unbalanced in their worldly affairs. Yeah. I actually, Capricorn, this makes me think of some different Capricorns I know, and it could just be a friend from high school or junior high, or you know what I mean, an acquaintance or someone you've known. Because I had a similar situation, and I did see these birthdays even spotlight, okay? And that helps me to see that this is the type of person who, she doesn't want truth revealed about the things she's on, her prescriptions, her drugs. And in this sense, it's someone abusing them, even stealing them from her own child. Um, she's known for being deceptive and a liar, and to have drug issues. And of course, a single mom, and she even has, this other one even has, a autistic child. So she will literally use those things for pity. And I actually warned a couple different Capricorns about a person like this that was part of this little group. This person also keeps different friends separated. Okay, so because if you talk, then you hear what they said about you, what they said about this person, this person, this person. So, and then you can put it all together and be like, So there was a time when I was dealing with a person like that, and it's taken years to get her to just back off. And legal things did have to get implied. She would call my husband's work. She would call my daughter. She did all these weird ass things, man. And she's always got issues. And let me just tell you, she also grew up with a pharmacist as a father. So she had plenty of funding, okay? But that also probably part of the problem. Eh? Okay, so we're talking about May and June energy. Depends on when you tune into this. Some of this could be some past energy from that month of May. Okay, we're still kind of in some past energy. So you could have already dealt with this person come in. And you also had High Priestess energy and Hierophant. So also trusting your intuition. And those red flags and reading between the lines. Okay. Now, when I told this one person this, just a warning, heads up, this person they just lost their job again. Like literally, that's what she come in. That the company is going out of business, and and I helped her out so much, and she would twist it around and be like, call other people and be like, oh, I just can't help her out, or I just can't help them out. Well, no, you were never the one helping. If I gave you, a job or some work to do so you could have income, this is something where I was like, well, I guess you could help me, do some cleaning around my house or different things like that. Yeah. And so I remember even telling this one person, and her response showed me clearly. Her response to this was, oh, that must be so scary, being a single parent and with an autistic child and losing your job. And she cannot hold a job. And whether it is, and it always it's always a twisted thing where, oh yeah, it was a toxic workplace and they were doing this, and she said, and then she would also, turn around and talk about some really inappropriate things regarding her own sexual behaviors that I just didn't fucking care and I didn't need to know. So this is the type of mentality of this blah, 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 blah person. Sob story. This is getting discernment about, who you can, be, not being taken advantage of by your kindness, okay? More than anything. But it's definitely, I feel like this person definitely was putting on some big, probably nostalgia, you're my best friend, or, oh, I love you so much, and, oh, I miss you, and even whatever you're doing, she might, all of a sudden she's going to come in and really pump you up and be like, oh, wow, you're so good, and blah, 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 or these are these horrible, horrific things that happened to me. Feel bad for me. Can you help me out here? Okay. Hi. All right. Let me just tell you, I did get a few names that just seemed spotlighted. I was getting Daniel or Danielle, first name, middle name, last name, city name, street name. Also Alex and Eric. Now, those are for someone specific, right? Use your own discernment. I saw 1017 for Libra energy, which is weird too. And 928 for Libra energy, 826 Virgo, 803 Libra, or why I say Libra, 803. Or someone could be born in 83 or 82. Or even you could have ancestors sometimes coming forth, or they're that age even. Leo, 803. 703 for Cancer sign. I did see a lot of different Cancer sign energies. I didn't write so many of them down though. I think it was 716, 706. You know, mainly, and I did give you guys some of the end of June Cancer sign messages in your previous one, or excuse me, those dates were spotlighted. Okay, I saw 728 for Leo, as well as 730 and 731. Someone either being born in 76, 77, those ages even, or 76, 77 Cancer sign. Like I said, 82, 83. I also saw someone being 38 potentially. 62, or born in 62, 50. Oh, I saw 707. Yeah, Cancer sign. And Capricorn's 110. You could also be dealing with other Capricorns. And 1010. So Libra energy, or these big endings as well. Today happens to be, oh no, it's tomorrow. So 524. Saturn, which is your ruling planet, actually shifts into Aries energy. So it's important for you to also check out your own birth chart or something and see where Aries falls in your zodiac sign, to see where Saturn is, because Saturn is going to be about rules, restriction, okay, the planet of karma, okay. And this cycle moving into that also is a new 29.5-year cycle, all right, that the Saturn energy is going to be in the Aries energy. All right, so we also have the Queen of Wands upright, okay, and you have the King of Wands. So whether this is a fire sign, an Aries, or a Leo, in this dynamic, either way, I kind of get, but, and this also, once again, doesn't have to be a fire sign, but this feminine is a leader. She is very charismatic, attractive, okay, and there was a sense of moving or taking a trip, okay? Now we're going to jump into the rest of the tarot, the rest of the story to finish this off. Let's see, underneath this Ace of Cups. So this person is trying to come back in. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Cups with the Queen of Cups, okay? They're doing something online. I feel like they've made a decision. Why is it? Communication, it could also be, you also had Judgment upright, so someone's giving somebody a second chance, or someone is being found not guilty or being released from something, because there was maybe some false accusations as well, okay. Let's see. I want to see what the Two of Wands here say. Ace of Swords was also in reverse. If someone does not want something revealed, 107, Capricorn. Okay. And it could be that this person, there is a sense of, maybe they say they don't have any family or support, or people in your own family are unsupportive of things you're doing, or this is somebody in your family wanting to argue and bicker and fight about certain things. Because there is gaslighting there, not being authentic and truthful and honest with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Someone's going to see through it. Okay, why is this Two of Wands in reverse? Oh, I have the King of Wands. Okay, and we have good vibes and new beginning. Abundance, 93. With this Ace of Cups. Fertility even. Okay. New beginnings are on the horizon, bursting with positive energy. Benevolent emotions are swelling within. This moment is fertile and abundant with creative energy. Okay. And there's a King of Wands there underneath this Queen of Cups too. Being a fair and passionate leader by letting rational ideas shine through. Materializing solutions with clarity and confidence. That's what the King of Wands is doing here. And he's taking action, doing what he needs to do. As well as the Queen of Wands, okay? Some of these people could also be Virgos or Sagittarian, Aries. All right, there's ambition, benevolence, authority through compassion. Infuse your goal with ambition. That's what the Queen of Wands says, or what this energy says. And confidence. Thoughtfully tap into beneficial lessons from your community. Shine with genuinely strong and balanced compassion like the benevolent leader you are. Or that's what this Queen of Wands is doing. This other person, so it's almost like there is reinvigorating love potentially, or new love, or somebody working on this self-love. It could be that someone feels that way. Also the Six of Swords, like somebody feels like they're stuck. They can't move forward. They can't move on. They're stuck in their thoughts over things that were said. This person could feel financially bound. Yeah, because we also have that King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I want to see that Wands. So action was taken. Sometimes I feel like maybe you receive communication online, or someone is at a crossroads. Maybe they were, when I see the Two of Wands, it's like action was taken doing something. Sometimes it's online. Sometimes it's actually going there, driving there, and then having to take a detour, or then turning around, or making that decision. It says irresponsible partner. Wow. Two of Wands in reverse. The bleeding tooth fungus. 80. Someone could be born in 80 or 81 even. Because in reverse, it shows delays and irresponsible partners. Unreliable partnerships can extinguish progress. Rebalance your foundation. Release what is delaying your goal. And don't let pride dissuade you from making early amendments to your path. Okay, that's where we're starting. This is that midnight magic. Like I said, we are continuing on. All right, we have Seven of Wands. So I can see also this, you may have blocked this person, or this person feels very blocked. Like literally a mental block even, or there is protection. This person could come in and be even defending or protecting a Queen of Wands, or this Queen of Wands is also protecting this. There is something someone is protecting some information as well. High Priestess energy, Queen of Wands. All right, we have the Hermit in reverse. Ooh. 7-4, something about, there's that Cancer sign, as well as 7-9. Weird. Okay, maybe even 4th of July. Think of that as like Independence Day, okay? It's the 4th of July. Now we have the Hermit in reverse. So someone is not taking this time. I feel like someone wants to go out, right? There's apathy or boredom. Someone wants to take a trip, move, travel. Even this boss or this emperor. For some of you, you could also have a father, grandfather, or a husband energy, or this could pull this in for you. That is a Virgo or a Pisces. Or I'm just saying someone is blocked and they don't want to like spend time alone. I'm like maybe feeling stir crazy. There is some regret. It's like someone doesn't want to regret something. The Hermit in reverse. We're going to read what that says. The Artist. Page of Wands. So someone is getting this second chance. Communication coming in about someone's ambition. Okay, maybe it could come from a child, a fire sign child for some of you if you have Aries, Leo, Sag. Regardless, this is, and also, yeah, because Knight of Swords is, or it could be a nephew or a niece even. But someone is having this awakening and getting the second chance, right? Being released. And maybe somebody is going to try something new. right? A Page of Wands is even like so ambitious. There's a lot of, even about learning something new or being a novice at it. Okay? The World in reverse. Yeah, this cycle's not over with this person. 921 Virgo, 721. It could be also somebody being 51 or 51 Taurus. The cycle's not completed yet with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. All right. Okay. All right, Capricorns. This could be dealing with another Capricorn. Damn. She's in a lack mentality. She could be having financial struggles. This could be you, okay? But this is somebody who also could be, in a sense, of fairly selfish and greedy, not generous, not giving, okay? It could be a Virgo for some of you. Yeah. Dang. The cycle is not over with this person. So someone is trying something new. It's like being a novice at something. There's like a lot of ambition. So I'm also getting that somebody needs to learn more before this cycle's over. Okay? With this person, they're coming back around. What in the world? Why is this Ace of Cups on all of these? This person also needs to work on their self-love, because they're confusing materialism with love. Like, oh, well, if you really love me, then you'll just, do this person's a taker. Now she could be, a sister-in-law, another Capricorn that you could have dealt with even, okay? That's also emotional, manipulating, greedy. This is the gold digger card. Yeah. So someone coming in doing love bombing. Regardless. Hey, sister, or whatever. Or friend, or a friend that you call a sister, or something like that. Now, maybe it is an ex-person for some of you tuning in. I don't know. Yeah. The Lovers in reverse. Yeah, for some of you, it is an ex-person who you've already known was like an emotional manipulator, greedy, stingy, very obsessed with money, materialistic. Dude, so it's almost like they're still not letting this person come back around. They want another chance. The Lovers in reverse, they don't want to move. They feel stuck. This is a disconnect. For some of you, it's definitely something like that, okay? Lovers in reverse. 6-6. She could also be that age. She could also be a Gemini. 6-6. 4 of Pentacles. Someone is blocked, like financially blocked, or somebody is defending somebody's spending money or giving, opening up the flow, or someone is trying to defend their overindulging, overspending. 4-7. Someone could be 47, 49. Okay, they could also be a 4-7 Aries person. 4-9. Honoring what this is. So we have Hermit in reverse, World in reverse, and Lovers in reverse with the major arcana in this particular video here. All right, let's see. Ay. And the Emperor is upright. Lovers in reverse, 40 or 41. Someone could also be those ages. Okay, or 4-1 Aries, Cancer, Aries, Leo as well, potentially as well. That represents the Gemini energy. Okay, this is disharmony, imbalance, and baggage. Caesar's mushrooms. So you or them, and I think it's this Queen of Pentacles, says they need to practice turning your love inward. A reverse lovers can ask you to prioritize self-care over any external relationship at this time. You may also recognize past emotional baggage as the source of your imbalance. This issue may be affecting you greatly, so it's worth it to explore the topic, especially with the Queen of Pentacles and with the Ace of Cups up, that they need to work on that. Dang. Yeah, it's not over. Somebody still has a lot of work to do on themselves. The Hermit in reverse, 46, 47. Could be also those ages. Also Aries, 4, 6, 4, 7. I'm getting Cancer, Virgo, and Libra energy. Yeah, 10, 11 as well, Libra energy with this Hermit in reverse. A forced solitude, so someone is feeling trapped or forced. A separation, loneliness, withdrawal. So I'm even seeing like, because we also have somebody was bored. They felt like they were bored. There was apathy. They wanted to take a trip, take a move. This is also not wanting to like take time alone to gain this enlightenment. You or them, also that Emperor, taking too much personal time. Staying connected is important so you don't isolate yourself from those you love. Remember that family and friends can help you on your spiritual journey. Open the doors to let social energy in. That's what I say with the Hermit in reverse. And then we've got that World in reverse with this one. 21. I think that's the final card, right? 70 and 71. Someone could also be born in those ages. Also, I'm getting that Libra, Cancer, Aries energy. Maybe some Scorpio too. The honey mushroom, maybe a honeymoon or something. I don't know. Disharmony, unfulfilled achievement, stagnation, and disappointment. You or them, right, are so close to reaching your goal, but an obstacle lies in your path. Pause with purpose. Meditate through the break and work your way around this impediment. Perhaps you need to reconnect with your inner self and moral boundaries in order to identify and overcome this hurdle. Yeah. Unfulfilled achievement, disappointment. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, let's just... You have King and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. A gambler. King of Pentacles. A gambler, controlling, and corruption. Could also be dealing with Aries, Gemini, Cancer sign. Don't place material importance over your relationships. Gambling with valuable objects or others' lives just because you're able to shows your propensity for corruption and greed. It is not an admirable show of status. All right, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Elegant Earth Star. So she could also be 33, 34. I'm also getting an Aries, Gemini energy being this way, potentially. Self-care, jealousy, and selfishness. That's what this Queen of Pentacles in reverse needs to do. Or that's the energy she's spewing. She's envy and jealous of others. Okay. It says to direct this potent nurturing energy inward. To care for others, you must care for yourself first. Alternatively, this card denotes a jealous colleague or a selfish figure in your life prone to intense interest in material possessions. All right. This person will also exaggerate their abundance, their wealth, or other people's. They do a lot of name dropping. Okay. So for some of you, it's definitely a disconnect from like an ex-person involved here, trying to come back around. There's been disharmony. They feel stuck and trapped. They're in their thoughts about some communication, about abundance. So I want to also keep in mind, let me move the camera so you can see here, 34:23 on the clock. When we get to this section, this is all about the abundance, persistence, and proliferation. We all have the rune Fehu here, which does represent cattle, land, property. Okay, which I feel like you guys are like the rulers of that for Capricorn. And we will be getting abundance or angels of abundance messages that will talk about that, okay, in your future messages. So also check my channel for those. Let's see, this one, the third. It might be the fourth or fifth video for you guys. And I'm also, there's interlinking with, so I pulled charms for you, and I haven't done that for all signs. I feel like there was maybe one others they pulled charms for, but I think these are really fascinating. Anyways, I'm seeing someone may have been blocked someone's finances or blocked something, or someone is defending somebody spending. Okay. Oh, this person, there's sadness, depression. This is somebody who's trying to feel their woes, this depression and sadness energy, because they're feeling isolated or something. Maybe someone is lonely, like somebody else traveled away or took a trip or a move. But I'm also seeing, thinking it's retail therapy. And some of the cards will then tell you if there is a need to go spend or something, or buy yourself something nice. Someone is depressed because they overspend. You also had, and they don't want somebody to know some truth, or maybe this is something you don't know about. Like they're in depression because they've overindulged. They're unbalanced in their finances, in their thinking. So this could definitely be a Virgo Queen of Pentacles with also that's in heavy in emotions. All right. Or another Capricorn. I don't know. It's definitely interlinked with a love relationship or an ex-person or disharmony. She could also be 45. Or she could have that in her chart. I don't know. We got the 5 of Cups and sadness. Wow, there's overindulging. 5 of Cups and 3 of Cups. It's also that this person does not celebrate your wins, or somebody feeling like there will be no reconciliation. There's no coming together for a get together, a party, a celebration. Somebody's busy. They have a lot of ambition. Over here, this other person, this can also mean overindulging, over partying. A third party. We have Empress coming in upright. This is good. Someone could be 53 or 5'3" Taurus as well, 45. All right, Empress, 33, mastering something. Also 321. Someone could also be 21. Wow, it could be also that you have a Virgo mother or grandmother. I'm getting so much. Something like this. Or this could represent you, and you have Capricorn in your chart. Empress does also represent Libra and Taurus energy. But I'm also seeing like maybe this person also didn't celebrate for Mother's Day or something, or didn't come to it, or didn't feel like they were appreciated or celebrated if they are a mother, because Empress does. This could also be a feminine boss. You could also have an Aries grandmother, mother, or you even, if you're the Empress in this. This is someone who takes care of the empire, right? The matriarch of the family, okay, or the business. She is giving good advice, she's a good feminine leader. She's a divine feminine, mothering, nurturing. Okay, someone is getting caught. Dude, this Queen of Pentacles, I'm almost 100%. The other one may be Pisces as well, with the Queen of Cups in reverse. A different person, or that she has it both. She could also display both of these. Wow. Yeah, because we have the Hanged Man, the Velvet Shink Mushroom. I'm also getting 312. Something could happen during that time. This person is stopped. I feel like this person is getting their karma, or we got, they were a runaround player. This is why there's disharmony. This person probably, she's a gold digger, so she was like flirtatious. She'd go where the money is. She could easily be bought. It was never about actual love. Right? But someone is like getting stopped, getting caught, to see a different perspective here. To hear, so you're hearing one side of the story of, their woes, the things that happen in their life, and then reading between the lines and seeing that it is, dang. This Empress could also be catching this person in a lie or something like this, or this is them now. Sometimes this is that karma coming in. I see it as that. Oh, because now you're going to see the different perspective. This Lover energy was the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this feminine. Okay. Yeah, she's I just gotta read Knight of Wands in reverse with the Lover in reverse. Dang. So here's the other thing. A person feels like they don't know how to fill their own cup. That's what we're talking about. Like, give themselves, loving message, like speak kindly to themselves. Also, like, so this is somebody who feels very needy of others to tell them how good they are, or things like that. Like, oh, she is just clingy and whiny as fuck. Is she not you, Capricorn? Is she? No, is she a Virgo? Or Pisces? Dang. Okay, what is this Knight of Wands in reverse with the Lovers in reverse? That all makes sense for sure. Yeah, and yeah, so we also had that Three of Cups in reverse. I open it to this. So someone's sadness and depression, they literally could be hungover. Or they're sad because they're not being celebrated, or there is no reconciliation. All right. And the Three of Cups in reverse says a hangover, social exhaustion, introspection, over celebrating. Give attention to your mental and physical. The stalked I said Charlotte. Okay, maybe that means Scarlet even. Scarlet Cup. Huh. I mean, dang. Okay, Knight of Wands. Weird. Okay, I'm sharing it as I see certain ones, and you did have a Nine of Swords in reverse with this Lover's energy, a Six of Swords in reverse, feeling trapped, Four of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse. Damn. And that Eight of Swords in reverse. So the blushing milk cap. And so this is someone feeling their secrets. They feel powerless, quiet suffering, inner turmoil, turns out feelings of powerlessness. This person needs to ask for support from those who love you, or them as well. 115 is there, Capricorn. Also 11-5. Also get some Libra energy too. Ask for support, right? Suffering in silence is unnecessary and detrimental. Release any harmful secrets in a therapeutical, healthy way. Venting helps. Wow, okay, so that's so weird that this has been kind of your message, is either you need to vent these feelings, emotions, or letting someone else do that therapeutic way. I do also see a 12-6, a little Sagittarian, and we did have the Emperor, or the Moderation in reverse. Okay, Knight of Wands. Here's all them pentacles. Okay. There's the Wands. The Page of Wands and... So you could definitely have like a Leo child, I get, or a Scorpio Sag. Let's see. The copper spike. Yeah. With this Knight of Wands, someone did something reckless in haste and passion. Frustration. So you or them. I'm getting maybe some Sag energy with this for some of you too. Recklessness and frustration nip at your heels because of a hasty acceleration. Reevaluate your actions, ignite your passion project, or create something that lights up your soul. All right. I get it that somebody did something impulsive. All right. And they've been stopped and caught. This is always usually a warrior energy too, or an action, someone who's a player, non-committal. Oh, a third party. Yeah. This is definitely, there was a third party involved. Okay. Someone is heartbroken. Someone may have taken a payout. 34. Damn. Maybe it's almost like somebody has blocked this because they've already been generous and given. Okay? 35, 34, 45. Three of Swords, the Star in reverse with the Five of Cups. This person feels very unhopeful. They're in heavy sadness, heavy depression, unoptimistic of the future. Okay, 3-5 Pisces, 3-17. Something gonna happen during that time. Or there is a Pisces energy. This Aquarian energy, the Star, the Rishi. And someone's very unoptimistic that things can be healed. Like they're in some real self-loathing. Okay, I get this is like also maybe somebody did have some heart issues. Okay, because the Three of Swords, false morals. Okay, the Five of Cups, King of Swords upright. Okay, thinking things through logically. This person may be hungover or overindulging, and King of Swords energy is saying, think things through logically, detach from the emotions of it, and, make a plan, talk about it, communicate tactfully and honestly. What are the facts of the matter? 2. So that's that Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, right? Destructive. I love this up though. Look again, we have this little chrysalis and then the dragonfly, which is spotlighted. I get that this could be a Gemini for some of you, masculine person. I mean, of course it could also be Libra or Aquarian. Oh, there is this unconditional love. The Empress, yeah, she definitely has children. Okay. Or she has this unconditional love. And there's innocence there. She's innocent of something here. All right. Empress, Page of Cups. So it could also be water sign. Children, if you have children. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But regardless, or this Empress could also be with child, like I'm just saying, or your own child if you're older tuning in, and you're a grandparent, that would make you a grandparent, okay? Ooh, the Hangman, someone get caught, and then the Fool in reverse. And realizing that whatever happened, there will be no new beginning. Someone did something very foolish. Okay? Maybe during Aries season. I got Virgo Aries energy. The Fool in reverse, 7 of Pentacles. Oh, regarding finances, they might have pulled money out early or taken. 7 of Pentacles in reverse can also be 7-3 Cancer, someone being born in 73. I get somebody has a newborn. Like this Fool in reverse is a 0. Oh my gosh, I get that song by Smashing Pumpkins and Billy Corgan. 0. That says God is empty just like me. I'm getting that. So 7 of Pentacles is you reap what you've sown. Okay, so this is harvest. for like, so after, like, this is payday, right? This could also be about your own investments, your money, right? Someone feels like they did something foolish. Maybe they took money out too early, or they got penalized or something. Or they have none. I mean, they've used all, oh boy, Seven of Pentacles in reverse and Six of Pentacles in reverse. Damn. They took money out early to pay it, and said they were going to pay bills or pay debts. This person has a lot of bad debt. Okay, Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is that third party person who's, maybe they're feeling heartbroken because they have a whole bunch of debt to pay. They have bad credit, unpaid debts. They're not kind, generous, and giving. They don't pay off their own bills. So I look at this like in our worldly view when we talk about this, and like your credit score and borrowing money, you know, you have bills, you ask for money for a loan, you know, a credit card, whatever. They don't pay it. They're not wise with their finances. They make stupid moves. That's the truth of it. They overindulge with drugs and alcohol potentially. Or, I mean, somebody overspends something. It's a third party person. They're heartbroken because they didn't. I feel like somebody like took some money out and never ended up paying the debts. Someone did something very stupid. Maybe it's even gambling. You understand? They gambled this away. Because that King of Pentacles in reverse is gambler. The rambler, the gambler. Ooh. Go tell that midnight rider. Go and tell that long-tongued liar. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Oh, Johnny Cash, little Marilyn Manson, dude. I was bringing that in, Brian. Right, that's some Pisces Capricorn energy right there. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. 6'3", someone could be 63. This may come to fruition when we get into June. 6'17". Someone is feeling very unhopeful. Like, I was getting like they can't pay their bills off. Of course, like, but I'm getting like they have either a lot of like, maybe they got a lot of prescriptions, a lot of health issues. I don't know. They have bad debt. Okay. Someone was hoping to get a payout or something, or somebody would, you know, give them money. They're using a child even. They're like, any help, any little penny is someone's word. A penny for your thoughts. Okay. And this could definitely be a child. You could have an Aquarius child, a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo even, or this could represent even you. But I'm also seeing like Page of Pentacles is crumbs, breadcrumbs. There was a song. I'm not going to give you the songs, right? But this is also putting in a savings a little bit. Page of Pentacles to me is like, you know, a younger energy. There's good luck ladybug right there. Sometimes this is like having like, you know, putting aside something. Like, let's say you go have a coffee every day, or, you know, this is learning to substitute, like go without the fucking coffee and put that money away or something like that. They could have been taking their children's money or child support and or trying to tell this young person, if this is a child, they're still offering whatever they have to help. They think things through, you know, it's not a lot, but they're giving what they have. All right. And then that King of Swords, King of Swords. Okay. King of Thorns. Okay. The King of Swords energy is also about defense and protection. We have the Wounded Warrior. So think things through logically. What do you need to defend or protect yourself? This could be somebody who's also, you know, someone you're to counsel, okay, a legal person, even, or just somebody that you're communicating with. You could be the one taking this energy on. But this is also about how, what is it? How do you defend yourself? What is this? Feeling like a wounded warrior. So this is also putting in the effort, the work, taking the action to protect yourself, your finances, defend yourself. I also see this as in our real world, putting up, you know, cameras or gates, fences, taking, you know, taking self-defense. Someone could be really interested in this. Alarm systems, things like that even. There is good fortune coming in for this Empress energy. Being there's innocence here. There is unconditional love. And there's some divine timing at play here. 9-10. You could also have a 10-year-old child. Or there's good fortune. It's like saving 4 children. The Empress even. Giving her children good guidance on abundance and wealth, on our worldviews, being compassionate, understanding, loving. Yeah, good fortune is coming in. Ooh, after this 10 of Swords. I'm going to show you this. 10 of Swords, that's the betrayer. Someone did something foolish. 10-10. Ooh, maybe even something with a 10-year-old. I'm just saying. Or they've been doing it for 10 years. 10-3. 10-7 is there too. 6-9. I did see 6-9. Someone could also be born in 69 or the 9th of the month. Gemini. This is the betrayal. This is an ending. That's the completion of it. Backstabbing, betrayer. It's on this Fool in reverse. It's on the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's on the Queen of Cups in reverse. So we're going to look at that. And that's that finality and realizing that you cannot collaborate with this person. All right. It could also be that they want you to, you know, invest in some creativity, or they want to work with you or something like this. But here's the thing. If there's 3 of Pentacles and there's 3 partners, you each need to put in your, you know, equal shares, equal time. And this betrayal that comes forth. Interesting. Anemone, stinkhorn, and poison fire. The green elephant. It shows that you cannot collaborate with this person. They make bad business decisions. They're greedy. They probably will steal other people's work or something like that. They want to piggyback on someone else's shit here. Okay, I also see 10-3. So some of you could be Libras with Capricorn chart, vice versa, Virgos as well. Any of these others, Geminis. Oh, I just see it as that's that completion, realizing you cannot create and collaborate with this person. They're not creative. So think about that. You know what? Like a Ponzi scheme is somebody saying that they have this great idea, but they just need, you know, your money to put it into action. And then they take that and promising to give you something in return. Even like, you know, for example, if you borrow, you know, from a bank or you borrow from a credit card, you know, there's terms and conditions. You pay interest if you don't pay it off in the full, right? This person's making false promises about money. You also had, there's a change. After this is completed here, and this it comes to light, like it's that final nail in the coffin, okay? With the 10 of Swords right there. That's the finality. So imagine as well, somebody having a bankruptcy or things like this, or really poor credit, and trying to go into business with them, they piggyback off your credit. This person could even be trying to use their child's like social security number or something, or their credit or something about that even. Or they're like, I only have enough to pay this, or there is this change in positivity that will come forth after this. So that's the good thing. 7-3. Maybe into that future energy even. So check out this. Check this out. This is the one that's really standing out to me. 5, the 5th. Okay. We have the sun. Let's shining light on what brings happiness and joy. Okay? Okay, Leo energy. King of Wands. Taking action, positive, whistle while you work, la-di-do. This person could be the one shining light on who this betrayer is, right? This is somebody that maybe they're even saying, don't communicate, block communication with this person. Or this is somebody you haven't, you know, there hasn't been messages or communication lately or something. Knight of Cups. Oh, or someone is warning you. This person coming in, doing some love bombing. I don't see it being the King of Wands. And he's upright. He's happy-go-lucky. He's positive. He's cheerful. He's playful. He's charismatic and attractive and funny. And then we get someone playing a victim that they can't do this healing, or they're not healed, or they can't sleep. I don't know. I feel like you're getting it really late at night, that this person has been fired, or they don't have a job, or they can't do their work, or this didn't work or for them. They get fired and now they're looking at their options of what to do. Okay. Hey, because they're screwed. Emotional manipulation. They could be intoxicated, an illusion. And there's a reason why they're not working. Or they got fired. Okay. Oh, and they're coming in trying to have this new love opportunity. Maybe they said they'd quit their job or something for love. I don't understand. And then there's the Queen of Pentacles. It could be these two feminine people are part of the third party. These ladies in love, this could be a same-sex relationship. They could be working together. And they're getting caught doing some foolish shit. Oh. Huh. Oh. Boy. Yeah. And that's that ending. So there's more than one. Like, there's definitely, more than one person involved here with this. They could be also saying, hey, I know this person has a lot of money, or they can give us a job, or something like that. That you got gold digger, emotional manipulator. They're probably intoxicated. They have bad credit. Why is that your fault? Why is that your problem? Are they your children? And you want to help them out? Well, that's, this could be somebody. I feel like they could also like love bomb about whatever you work on, your creativity, or they lack creativity, dude. Okay, so that is the completion. 103 on the clock. Kept getting that. Of this tarot message, working with the Midnight Magic. Okay, I'm gonna move this. I will reshuffle this one. Moving on, that will be for Aquarians. So if you have Aquarius in your chart, look forward to that. Later, I'll reshuffle. I'm just going to do it real quick. Clear this energy for the Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. And set it for the Aquarian. Now, that center energy was about present, okay? Potentially. So all of that might have been some past energy dealing with this person. Okay, but like that cycle's not done. This is, they're still trying, they're still trying to work it. They're still trying to work it. Okay. All right, I will reshuffle these later. I don't want to take too much time. Now we also had your mushroom wisdom message here says, I'm moving those over to the side here. I can be a lot sometimes, and I own that. And then we have the crown, and we have the rainbow with the clouds. So there's a sense of needing to move forward is to keep the peace and stay grounded during stuff like this, and to stay in some positivity and change. Some Virgo energy again there. All right, so maybe that's dealing with earth sign. This could definitely tune into your moons or dealing with other earth signs or whatever, but getting grounded, okay? I'm going to see what else. We also have asking for help and sharing burdens. Right? So it's always so weird because when people you have certain people that have no problem asking for help, but they're unwilling to like do anything for themselves. This damsel in distress. Dudes, come on now. Don't you want a strong... See, I feel like sometimes this is something that guys are actually attracted to. They want to feel like a superior. They want to feel like a savior, like the knight in shining armor coming to, so it works. And that's why they fucking keep doing it, okay? So everyone has to, whatever. Okay, so regarding getting grounded in this second energy, this might be more current energy, and this could be more of the future energy. I am going to pull a second set of tarot. It can continue the story, or it can be a completely different dynamic. All right, Capricorns? All right, most likely that one will be in your fourth video. I might, you know how I do it. I pull some, right? And then we'll start jumping down, and then I'll complete that. So tuning into the Mystic Fairy Tarot, but this is also the Green Witch. We're going to get a couple more messages. That flipped a huge story. How many we got? The Pine Tree, vitality, longevity, and perseverance. The pine trees. We have harvest. This is a lot of work. And then we have the Sun energy. So really tuning in even to that masculine energy regardless of your gender. Healing, happiness, comfort, and joy. So I'm also saying like feeling accomplished, persevering, vitality, feeling a lot of energy. Harvest came in reverse, but I don't read these. This is also about determination and hard work. It's like there's a timing for doing all of this harvest, right? And then the Sun, 1, 2, 3. All right. Positivity, change, and the sun signs. So this might really tune in for you sun signs, of course. But also, some of you could have that Leo energy, and just have Capricorn in your chart. Doesn't have to be. Let's start with that. I am going to look underneath the deck. And a walking staff, support and encouragement. No way. Notice we have, this is about a trip or a move. We have radio waves even on this journey. We have the rune R. This is about taking a trip, movement, a journey. Wow, and you really did have that one. There is support and encouragement for this harvest time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now, once again, this could separate into past, present, future energy. So let's start with that. With the Green Witch Oracle message. Okay. Yeah. I think so. That's right. The 4. Yeah. What do I need to sow in order to lay a good foundation for a future project in this current time? It's the pine tree, maybe even planting some pine trees. I don't know, something like that. But, the seeds are being, there's vitality, longevity, and perseverance for this future. Okay. The pine tree. Which number are you? Pine. It's taking me a second. I don't know why it's so hard for me. There we go. 85. Okay, so interesting. Once again, someone could be that age, 85 Leo. Someone could be born in 85. I get some Scorpio Leo energy in this second energy here with the pine tree and 85. 84, 85. This is about not giving up on something. The pine tree is a symbol of life enduring, the promise that even if things seem dark, it's not over. Some kinds of pine trees have root systems that are centuries old. And while a single tree may die, the established root system can introduce a new seedling to replace it. The rejuvenation cycle tells us that even when something appears to be dead or finished, there are still roots alive, and nothing is ever truly gone. Don't give up on it. Pine is also a popular building material. It absorbs shock, is resistant to excessive swelling and shrinking, and although it dents easily, it is long-lasting. The pine tree card tells you to hang in there. Life may be knocking you around a bit, but even dented, you're reliable and can last longer than you think. Your reflection is, have you given up on something that you shouldn't have? This harvest. Okay. The second one with the harvest talks about determination and hard work. So persevere. Don't give up. That's what I'm really getting. There is healing, happiness, and comfort. And there is support and encouragement during this time. What in my life requires tending in order to maximize success in the future? This is talking about needing to do the work. The hard work harvest. Okay. All right, Capricorn's harvest. 127. Okay, maybe even some Aquarius energy. 114 is there too. 116, 118. 126 and 127. Harvest time means hard work. That's the final card in this. That's that completion, even with this Green Witch Oracle. Hard work. It's time to reap the results of sowing and tending. And that usually means a lot of effort concentrated in a short period of time. This can be just as exhausting as when you sowed your seeds, but it is necessary part of the successful growing season. Sometimes you might think that it's all about sitting back and enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's important to appreciate your success, but don't lose your way. The harvest card directs you to collect your bounty, to recognize your blessings, and to not stop working too early. You're almost there, but you still have things to see through. Work to recoup the energy you previously invested. Your reflection is, are you burning out because of too much hard work too quickly? So if you are, there was 2 different mentions of asking for help, right? You don't have to carry the burden. You don't have to do it. There is support and encouragement, a walking staff. Maybe you travel somewhere during harvest season or something, or and this can also be about finding happiness and feeling healing energy and comfort doing this work. Like, I'm getting this as feeling accomplished. Like, there's a sense of pride. This is filling your own cup, giving yourself that pat on the back too, but also asking for help to do things. That's also what a leader does, right? They help give guidance, and they also aren't afraid to delegate. I get this vibe of like the geese and goose and stuff like this, and navigating, and how, you know, one will take the brunt, and then as they're being weakened, they each give a time to be like that lead that's at that point, right? That they're taking the full force of like the air, where the other ones aren't. It's not using as much energy for them. but it's for the navigation and the guidance for the whole group, you know, for their whatever. Huh, okay. So don't burn yourself out as either. And then your third one says, one in my life has come to this point where it needs to be concluded and harvested. Okay. And that's this happiness, healing energy, comfort, and joy. And the sun. 49, 49. 48, 49. Somebody could be Aries, even with Capricorn in your chart. Cancer sign, Scorpio. I'm getting Sag energy is popping in a bit here too. Hello, hello. The sun is the main source of life on our planet. It holds great power in the green witch practice. It gives us light, which feeds plant life and is essential to the process of photosynthesis. From these plants comes oxygen, nourishing us when we breathe. Sunlight also brings comfort to our bodies, easing the chills and dampness, helping us stay warm. The sun card is associated with robust health and healing illnesses. The light chases away the darkness and encourages joy and happiness. Also get vitamin D, right? And stuff like that. Let light in to illuminate dark corners in your life and allow optimism into your heart to encourage you. There are bright times ahead. So that is it's harvest time. It's time for you to receive for the work you've done, to feel happy, comfort, joy, to feel healed, to have this, you know, vitality. Okay, those are your messages from the Green Witch Oracle in this second stage. I'm not going to do the walking stick. I'm actually going to set this off to the side as we go here. I am, however, going to, let's see, even the moss agate, positive change. I might move these over. Actually, I'm just going to remove these out because we are finished now with those. Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. And we're on 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do that same scenario where I'm going to split this Mystic Fairy Tarot for you guys. 1:16 on the clock. Now I probably won't finish it in this one. I'll probably be in your fourth one. We'll start it. All right. I'm working with selenite for raising that vibration, cleansing, high vibrational. Okay. Let me set that one there. Okay. I've already shuffled these for you guys. So here we go. We have a Queen of Swords energy coming up right in this one. All right. So we have a little bit of a different story. This could be clearly a different air sign coming forth. A Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. You could have this in your chart. This could also be thinking things through logically. This is detaching from the emotions of certain things, your vitality, longevity, perseverance. Okay, you could be dealing with an air sign or have that in your chart and set that there. So, what else? Harvest. 10 of Swords in reverse. Damn. Okay, so this is good. Now, because you guys get to see the very ending of the last one and the beginning of that in this particular video, it shows. Now, once that, you know, feeling betrayed and backstabbed during this harvest time, this is the completion, even more, okay, of it. So it just shows healing now. These swords are now being removed, okay? Someone can, you know, no longer feel betrayed. I mean, it's there, it happened, but there's a sense of acceptance and focusing on determination to overcome, you know, during the harvest. All right, and then we have this tiny little bit with the sun, happiness and healing, the Fool in reverse. Oh boy, yeah, 100. Someone, I keep getting someone is 10 even, or this happened 10 different times, or for 10 years you've been dealing with something. The Fool in reverse, once again, is a reminder of somebody doing something impulsive, not wanting a new beginning, or not wanting to feel foolish. I get the sense of like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you know, shame on me. Weird. The Fool in Reverse. I'm actually going to read it out of the mushroom thing from the Midnight Magic. Now, this one is by Barbara Moore and Linda Ravenscroft. However, I want to read The Fool in Reverse because that showed up twice. 28, 29. Someone could be that age or something on the 28th or 29th. I'm also getting 10, 28, 10, 29. So scorpionic energy. Naivety, recklessness, bad decisions, distraction. Be aware that even though a situation may seem easy to handle, if you don't pay close attention and think about what you're doing, it could spell trouble. Becoming distracted by minute or allowing complacency to creep in will usurp your goals. This is being at a, this is clearing as well in one sense. Like I said, we go from, you go to that 10 and then we go back around again to a 0. So this is like, yeah, it's done. This is letting things go. Let's take a peek underneath there. 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is someone's been humbled or someone feels unvictorious. Whoever this betrayer is, they didn't, they don't win. That's the whole thing. Like, what were you thinking? Like, yeah. Now, Queen of Swords could also be a legal counsel for you, or just a therapist or someone to talk to. Or this is the message that you're being asked to take on is thinking things through logically, trying to communicate tactfully with grace as well, but be straight to the point. I mean, she will just cut it straight to the point. Okay, you betrayed me, and I'm not a fucking fool. All right, and I will use the F word if I need to. Because some people don't respond unless you do. They don't think you mean business. Damn, let's see what on a Queen of Swords. 8 of Pentacles. This could be somebody that you do work with, okay? Or she's someone that you chat with at work, or something about your work. Because we're definitely getting some, doing the work. Mastering something. And I saw that as with you, even with your communication and tuning in and listening and letting, instead of interacting and responding constantly, and letting somebody just vent. All right. Okay. I'm going to leave it at that. In your 4th message, we will jump into this Mystic Fairy Tarot message. Now, like I said, I see this as like, for some of you, it definitely is a continued on, okay, and overcoming. All right. Because we are having some similar, but this is showing like that's over. All right. And this could be in the more of the current energy whenever you are getting it. Okay. Or it could be a whole different message for different Capricorns. All right. I'm going to leave it at that, Capricorns. Thank you all so very much. Bye-bye.